We're gonna play Silver Scrapes because why the fuck not? And I'm just gonna wait for it. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, this is Pentakill League Season 4 game, some number of games in, and
this is the first game of week 3 is what it is.
Oh, cool, sweet. First game of week 3. I'm Vol, that's Kev. We're gonna cast it.
Hello.
It is AOT versus SIH, the aspects of Targon against the Shadow Isle Horsemen. Let me get Kev in this lobby real quick. They are ready to play. They've gone through their picks and bans. Do you just want to watch my stream?
Game lobby is full.
Okay, cool. You can just watch my stream.
Okay, sure. Actually, no, because I want to be able to like click stuff. You know, if I want to do some extra curricular.
I said they can start. We'll start.
Okay, no worries. Yeah. So the 0-2 Aegis of Aegans of
Aspects.
Targets.
It's just aspects.
Aspects of Targon.
Say Attack on Titan.
AOT.
Yeah.
AOT versus the Shadow Isle Horsemen. Shadow Isle Horsemen coming into this game 1-0. They actually haven't played their season or their week 2 game yet. But they had a good first game, and then AOT probably one of the bigger, I don't want to say disappointments, but
Damn, dude.
but what's the word? Unexpected results so far for them. We have 2 champions from last season, Belth and Aya on that team, and it just has not started off particularly well for them. But there is something interesting with this game. I believe that they've lane swapped. So the AD carry, Augustia, is actually going to be playing top lane for this game. And I think moving forward, seems like it's going to be a permanent lane swap. I guess it depends on how this game goes. But and then Belth, who is the captain, highest ranked player on that team, is going to be playing in the bot lane. And I think that's actually his main role, his preferred role. I think that's that in mid or what he mostly plays in rank. So I think makes their team stronger. So yeah, we'll see how that works out for them. Could we take a look at the draft?
Yeah,
or
that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna switch over to the pick ban, get rid of Silver Scrapes, and we can talk about it. So let's see. AOT on blue side, SIH on red side. AOT banning Akali Trundle Seraphine. SIH going with the Yasuo Cass Zeri. Speaking of which, yeah, there's the lane swap. Belth going ADC. That's targeting him.
Why is Draven? Why do we?
Yeah. Weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird.
It might be a
like
bug.
a
I
glitch.
don't know.
Yeah. But yeah. So the lane swap sometimes catches people by surprise, right? Like it's very it's unfortunate to it's unfortunate to plan a draft and then to last minute have to kind of change a lot of that stuff up. Luckily for SIH here, it's not actually that big of a deal, I think, because they don't really have to like change a lot. Augustia in the top lane, I don't think is gonna play anything super different from what he plays mid lane. So definitely banning that Yasuo out. And I think he just started picking up Yone, so he's gonna be playing that. Let's look at the actual picks now. I kind of think AOT got a lot of what they wanted. Anya on Victor, always a strong option. I know, again, Saga's been working on that Yone since he switched to top lane yesterday. Ashe is traditionally one of Belt's best AD carries. And then, we have Sejuani and Janna in the jungle for Kylie Cola, and for Galfrey, just providing some more of that team fight control. What do you think about SIH's draft? Looks like they're running a pretty good AoE comp, right?
Big old wombo combo disaster if you're an Ashe player comp. With the Malphite.
Yeah, he's going to have a fun first game playing AD carry against a Malphite Orianna Diana, yeah.
I'm kind of surprised because Ashe is a playmaker, but she's not gonna solo carry the game.
We'll see. Hey, we'll see what happens.
That's true. But she's
love
just so easy to lock down, like from this like Malphite Diana angle. So we'll see if Galfrey can unlock
and not just
Ashe Janna and go crazy.
Not just Ashe, by the way. Victor is scared as well here too. I mean, it's just you can play far back. And obviously Victor can still get a lot of his damage off playing safe, but scary for Victor, scary for Yone. It's a good comp, and I love these easy execution comps.
Yeah,
I love these in Pentakill. I think they're so underused.
They
right?
both have like really high pick potential and good team fighting, and I think that's like the bread and butter of these Pentakill games, where
for
it's just these teams that just run at each other, try to get some picks, and get an all-out brawl 5v5.
Yeah, the positioning is going to be super important on the side of AOT. The defensive positioning, right? To not if you're gonna get ulted by Malphite, get ulted by yourself, or give yourself a chance to flash it too, right? Like those two things are really important. And then on the side of SIH, they're gonna be looking for Yone ults for picks, right? For Victor immediately blowing you up, for Ashe arrows. So their positioning is also important, more in the sense of like not getting picked, right? Like right before an objective or a big dragon fight or something.
Right.
So yeah, the supports I think are interesting too. Janna is going to be able to keep like Malphite and Diana off. It doesn't do anything against the Malphite ult, obviously, but if Malphite is on top of the AD carry or on top of Yone or something, Janna can definitely keep him away. Diana too. It really, really stuffs Diana. Like Janna is super, super scary for Diana because if your initial engage gets
stuffed,
and hers is not unstoppable either. Her dash is not unstoppable. So if you time it right with a tornado, with an ultimate, you can definitely stop that initial engage and also just stop her from chasing, right? Like Diana doesn't immediately kill people. She gets on top of them. She ults.
Well, that's where it's going to be. It's going to be interesting to see how the Ori plays if she, chooses to ult off the Malphite or the Diana, because I do think if they do Malphite, Ori, Diana, it's probably better than Malphite, Diana, Ori.
Right. Yeah, for sure. How they execute and how they use the ultimates is going to be huge. Not only that, but they also the lanes here are going to be a factor too, right? Like you pick Caitlyn to be strong in the lane, right? To be safe and strong in the lane. Lulu's also going to keep her safe. It slips my mind who the bot lane is for. Oh, it's Kaidu and Caesar Oman. Kaidu and Caesar Oman. The onus is going to be on them a little bit to kind of try to put Ashe behind, try to put Belth behind on that Ashe, with a long range kind of like bully pick for Caitlyn. I think mid lane should be pretty safe on both sides. They're going to be kind of pushing back and forth. I do think there's definitely gank potential with Diana on one side and Sejuani on the other, and them doing just a bunch of damage on the mid lane
for sure.
And then top lane, I would say like,
hey, I'm gonna cut you off because you know what?
Yeah.
It's time to get the game going.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're already up and at 'em. Talking about the draft is always fun and exciting, but when the game starts, the game starts. It's one of those things.
Started, yes. Let me finish what I was saying. The top lane, I'll say AOT. I think actually got kind of what they wanted. Not something that is going to like super bully Aya, who again is like new top lane. Obviously Malphite is a strong pick and can be aggressive in his own way, but it's not exactly Renekton or like a Darius or a Bruiser that's gonna really, really punish him. But yeah,
cool.
See what
17, 18, 19, 20 seconds into the game, SIH versus AOT is gonna get going. We might have a little scuffle. Have we seen any level 1 invades as of yet in the Pentakill League Season 4?
So. Maybe one, but
I think people have generally been playing fairly safely. They're just kind of establishing early. They both ward Pixel Bush, and then they just sit back, and nobody wants to lose within the first minute of the game.
Yeah, not a ton of champions here either that can kind of take advantage of like level 1 stuff. No Nautiluses, nothing like that. So.
Ocean Drake going to be the first Drake on the map, I believe. Yes, indeed.
Some starting items here too. The Malphite actually starting with the tier, which, again, not really something that you can, not the best item to like bully Yone out either. Mm-hmm. So again, I think they're just happy in the top lane.
That's going to be great for Yone. Just if he gets a good farm lane, Aya making his top lane debut. We're going to be sure to focus the camera upstairs as much as we can this game.
That
to
kind of just
really-
shows you, by the way, that they're just playing for the team fights, right? Like, Malphite's not worried about, like, sometimes people pick Malphite into Ayat Saga's picks just to kind of stifle him, right? Really shuts down Yasuo. But they're just playing for the, they're playing for the team fights. A little bit of trading going on the mid lane. Yeah, I'm so excited. I really think, like, how these early lanes shape out is going to show us a lot, for sure.
I would say almost the opposite. I feel like the lanes are going to be very tame, and
you think so?
yeah,
I don't know. I
think
feel like there's going to be kills.
Lanes, and then
I think there's going to be kills.
Once you get to the first and second dragons, I think that's where
the game's going to explode.
Yeah,
with
you're
going
to
to
see like 4 people get together and start hammering onto each other. Also interesting to see that SIH is running double TP and 0 TPs on the side of AOT. So
yeah, so they're definitely going to have to be smart with the macro and showing up at the right place. Which is, that's something that they've kind of struggled with, I would say. Just because, sometimes the game starts getting out of hand and, your macro struggles for it, right? It's kind of hard to make up for being weak, not being able to push lanes,
Yeah, when you can't put pressure on one side of the map and you're forced into a funnel somewhere else because the other team is just getting to dictate the pace of the game.
Or you just, like, one of your carries gets screwed over, right? Like, you just lose one wave of farm because it's like you can't really walk into that side of the map. Some early laning, everything's still pretty even.
Yep. Yeah, there's no overwhelming lanes here. I think like bot lane.
Some jungle tapping top early though. Diana might be looking for something.
Maybe.
Highly Cola will be close though.
Aya is sitting back. When directed camera pulls his bot instead of top when there's a gank, I just gotta assume that nothing's gonna happen. He's gonna walk away. He's being safe. He's walking up a little aggressively right after a gank.
A little bit of a spoiler there.
Yeah.
On that gank, but yeah. And it just recalls on that bush up there top. She'll buy a blasting wand.
Let's make sure that Aya gets every CS in the wave. Under tower, it's very important. Tina getting some free damage on developmental in the mid lane. But still nothing too exciting. CS is super even all around. Potentially getting a little fight over Scuttlecrab. Is Scuttlecrab the new dragon? We've got 4 members of SIH, 4 members of Aspects of Targon, and Viza's going to go in, force a flash on Victor. Start taking her down. Finally going to kill her. First blood goes to Diana. Maybe we see a little pincer movement here. Nope. They just disengage.
Small little note there. While they were doing the scuttle, Caitlyn actually stole it with her Q. So they don't even... Sejuani not even able to secure the double scuttle over the Diana, even though Diana, backed in the bush top lane. Pretty much gave up the top one and should have given up the bottom one, right? That should have been there. But yeah, nice little first blood for Invisa, who, he should be doing a lot of work in their games, right?
Putting down the damage, trying to assert his dominance in the lane.
Yeah, we definitely fully expect Invisa to be one of the carries, right, for his team, one of the driving forces to his team's wins. So
I am definitely surprised that it happened over Scuttle and not First Dragon, but
yeah, right.
Yeah, four people getting together and already starting the team fights. 5 minutes in the game.
No ultimates yet.
It's exciting.
But that will come into play, right? The Victor, Tina on the Victor mid there actually had to flash during that, which is so scary when level 6 is coming up. Ori will have ultimate. Diana will have ultimate. So we'll see.
Flashless Victor pushing up in lane as Diana comes up underneath.
Yeah, for sure. I like to tell my team that it's okay to get flashes because we come collect the kills after, right? Yeah. And I think that's kind of what they'll be looking to do is collect there, for sure. It's like
you have a full 5 minutes afterwards to just put them exactly where you want. No need to rush. Sure. Speaking of level 6, developmental has the level 6 on Ori. He is going to pop the ult under tower, and Vidiza is going to dash forward, take the kill, get stunned, has to flash out. Kaylee Cola is not going to be able to interact with him at all. Another kill pickup for Invisa.
A little scary there too, like the way that went down. Very lucky that he had flash there, right, to get out of it. A good stun, right? A good stun by the Victor. But yeah,
It's always interesting when
another
it gets done by
kill.
Victor, since it's not immediate. It
Interesting or
always feels like so
awful, because it
disjointed.
feels terrible.
Yeah, because
That's
it's
one of my
like,
least
it's like you
favorite
know it's
things
gonna
to
happen,
do,
but it always feels kind of surprising. It's like stunning. Okay, now I'm stunned.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think it's partly because it slows you too, right? So it just starts to feel bad. It's like when NASA's starting to wither you, and then you just
don't trigger me,
stop.
please.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So looking at some early laning stats here, very even in the bot lane, pretty even in the top
pull up
lane.
the gold. It's yeah, mid lane and jungle ahead for SIH, and very even everywhere else.
Yeah. And obviously that CS deficit mid coming from the 2 deaths, and then Yone trying to play safe early. Gonna be a little bit behind in CS, but
it is
again, I think they're happy.
What happens with Yone? Like, do you think you go ignite on Yone into a Malphite?
I mean, what else are you gonna do? I don't think Aya's looking to make TP.
Big TP plays.
Yeah, so I think it's it's more for like the picks later, right?
Oh wow, they got the Drake already.
Yeah, really good start by them. Really clean.
Another scuttle. They're gonna get deep vision, it looks like, and start stealing the buffs from Kaylee Cola, as she's also getting the buff in return over there on the top jungle. So AOT,
very
losing
far
a little bit
up
of ground,
bot
but they're
lane
making sure they
here.
get what they want.
It might be going behind the bot lane here. It's a little bit scary.
Okay, we got 3 people. Invisa does have his ultimate. They are on
my
the tower
God.
now. Now a little. We're not gonna
What
say
a
a misplay.
knockup.
Galfrey just doing a great job.
What a
disengaging.
knockup! Yeah, that was incredible. That was a really good knockup.
It's a good sign.
Caitlyn, he even catches Caitlyn under tower and takes a tower shot like that.
Yeah, it's a good sign, like we said in the pick ban, that Janna disengage is going to be super clutch.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm Belf here, keep my team's morale up. I'm definitely saying, hey, Diana's going to be strong. We have a Janna. It's fine, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to have somebody be strong, it's okay that it be the person that is kind of countered by, our support, right? Obviously, there's still some execution there. You have to use your tornadoes right. You have to use the ultimate right, but at least they have some counterplay, right?
Yeah,
it's
they
not
haven't
just,
lost the game yet. It's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
They're still in contention.
Yeah, I mean, it's 10 minutes in, so I would hope not, but yeah.
You have those games sometimes where you walk into lane, you miss your first cannon, and then it's just over.
Yeah, it just feels bad. Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, AOT picking up the first herald of the game, making sure that they don't just roll over.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of plays they're looking to make with that. I do think now that bot lane as some stun goes down in the mid lane. Now that bot lane's level 6, I think they can maybe try to do something right with Sejuani and Ashe. They have so much CC that it's a little hard on the Kaylin, just because Lulu will support her and make sure she doesn't die, and she also has cleanse. That's something important to note, that the AD carry has a cleanse.
Yep.
AD carry is loving cleanse, by the way, right now.
Cleanse and exhaust. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those angles where you go, let's gank bot, try to force Lulu ult on Caitlyn, and then just kill Lulu.
Yeah, exactly, right. That's exactly. I would think Lulu's the killable one here, for sure. So yeah, we'll see what kind of plays they're trying to make with.
Well, Kaylee Cola is
Herald
around the bot side of the map, so they are primed. The wave is pushed. She's sitting on a pink ward.
Yeah, Janna stops.
And Lulu doesn't have 6 yet.
Yeah,
but nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, it looks like they kind of anticipated something like that. So really good on them to play safely there.
You're getting a lot of respect from both teams. I think the
I want to know.
Is palpable.
I want to note, by the way, 11 minutes, 100 CS mid, pretty good.
Yeah,
that's that's very impressive for developmental. I know developmental, kind of a question mark, not in a bad way, but just didn't really play a lot at all in Scouting Grounds actually, and just doesn't really hang out much in Pentakill or play customs. So I think we're all very curious as to kind of.
I think Kaylee Cola is being a little curious right here, but level 9 Oriana is nothing to mess with.
Yeah, for sure.
And she's.
I wonder if Oriana's missed any experience.
Maybe here, maybe this is it. Are we gonna see? Yep, we see the Ash arrow. They hit the Lulu. She's gonna self ult, flash away. There's the smite. Just not enough damage, but you chalk it up. You go, okay, cool. And Smite's a longer cooldown than our ultimates.
And nobody on AOT flashing
Flash, rather.
to try to get the kill, right? They'll come and collect their kill later, right?
Yep.
They know that Lulu flash is down, Lulu ult is down. And Kate as well, actually. They got the two flashes.
Double flashes. So, yeah, Kate was fine. Ooh, a big Ori ult forces the flash from Tina. Almost gets the kill, but just not enough. 115 CS and 2 assists is just not enough in your pockets to do enough damage to kill her. Was that verbose?
Yeah.
All right, Invisa now going in. They know there's no mid laner. Kaylee Cola is going to get ulted. There's a Caitlyn ult from downtown as well. Not doing that much damage. The flash afterwards. Invisa picks up another kill. 3-0 for the Shadow Isle Horsemen, and it's all on Invisa's shoulders. The captain is here.
And he's got to feel great right now with that, that Nashor's Tooth. It's so good to have an item completed this early. Kind of feels like he can probably do whatever he wants right now. So.
It's kind of funny because this is kind of reminding me of a game I saw recently. Ooh, actually, Tina just ulting Oriana out of lane. I was gonna say this is reminding me of another game that I saw recently where the jungler was just jumping onto squishy targets and their teammate was ulting that target at the exact same time.
I'm not sure.
Just trying to get picks very quickly.
I'm not sure I follow, but I'm sure that was an interesting.
It looks like it's a winning strategy, so I'm not surprised that Invisa is picking up on it.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly, it's kind of funny, but it is, it does show coordination, right? It does show genuinely that like when Caitlyn can ult, like from wherever, when Diana's going in, like it just shows that they're paying attention, right? They're talking to each other there, which might sound funny, but it happens, right? There's some times
is not global. She has to move. She has to be able to walk up.
Exactly.
She has to be in the right spot.
Yeah, you got to be looking to click, right? Like it's.
Aya, you might be a little far up, buddy. Let's see if you can use the Yone. Do not use E. I'm just begging you, don't use E. I've seen you do it. Just ult away. Ult away, buddy. Ult away.
Okay, hey.
He dies with ult and flash. He says, you know what? I heard the caster saying that, putting flash on timers is bad, so he's not going to put flash on timers. Oh, yeah. And Belf picks up a kill. What?
Oh, you're directed camera on Invisa, so.
Whoops.
Nice.
Hey, they're.
Oh wow, looking super low in the bot lane too. Yeah. I'm sure that was a really interesting play. I would have loved to see it, but I'm sure it'll be in the highlights later. But yeah, again, collecting that kill on the Lulu, right, that they set up for earlier with that gank. A little bit unfortunate that they get chunked out so hard in that fight that they have to, they have to go back to base. Caitlyn
just lying in wait in the bush. He's the one who picked up the kill again. He's still the only one on the board. He's going to loop around as the wave gets pushed in. Victor's not going to be able to clear it fast enough. The tower's hitting some shots. Tina's going aggressive. Pops the ult. She gets ulted twice and goes down.
It's finally just so hard to...
Go ahead.
It's so hard to live there. They're both strong right now.
I mean, I think she makes the right call. You just pick a target and try to burst him down. Unfortunately, the damage is just not there.
I'd like to see, if I'm AOT here, especially because they're being super, super aggressive.
Oh, second time going in. He knows there's still no flashes. He's going to go aggressive onto the Lulu here, just slowing her down. Maybe another W is going to pick it up, and yes, it is, as Aya is also fighting topside. He's going to flash away. He's still got ult in his pocket. Maybe he was sniffing Invisa around the corner.
Very, a good time to back off there for sure. I think they're just, they're trying to stay strong on one side of the map. We'll see kind of what Kylie Cola wants to do here. If she ends up going back bottom and trying to keep accelerating the Ash.
No, don't walk up to the tower like that. He's going to get ulted. He's going to use his Yone ult. He's going to hit the Malphite. Maybe he survives. Another tower shot. He's going to freaking do it. Aya absolutely outplays Malphite. But here's Diana. Can he outplay the Diana?
Oh no!
I don't think so. I think that's it. Ooh, he gets one.
I kind of wish he just stayed under tower. Honestly, like that would have been a little.
I mean,
better.
I think he does anyway, but you know.
I do want to say some props to DeWitz there because I think DeWitz tried to go for a good play there too. DeWitz tried to flash the Yone ult so that he wouldn't be like stunned under tower or knocked up, whatever it does, displaced. So he went for it, you know, and it was super close regardless, right? First turret going down, bottom, bot lane. Did they use the Herald down there? Oh no.
No. They popped a Herald mid, and it just didn't go.
Okay.
It didn't really go anywhere.
Wow. So that was natural. Right? That was all clean, right?
Am I crazy?
That was
yeah. I think they used the Herald mid. I think they just dropped it mid earlier.
Well, so that means that they just got that bot tower by just pushing it, right? Yeah, just attacking it.
Hey, maybe
I guess
maybe
not
Herald took 4 plates and.
Maybe you're thinking about another game.
It's possible. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Dragon's coming up in 25 seconds. This is what I've been waiting for. I want to see a big 5v fight. We'll see if Malphite wants to TP in. I mean, right now, Invisa's looking pretty strong. I don't know if the 5v5 is exactly what you want to see.
Real quick before this fight starts, I want to note that, they're committing to this, right? AOT wants this. There's a reason that Yone is on this side of the map, for sure. Mm-hmm. So they're definitely
Malphite definitely want this. Has the time to walk down. He's coming through mid lane. All right, who can execute better? That is the question.
And they know they're losing out here, right? They know that, they're free pushing mid. They're going to drop Herald mid. Like, they know that they have to look for something here.
Ooh, they're clumping up. There we go. Malphite goes in, knocks up 2. There's the Janna Tornado just on the Malphite. A big old wombo from the Diana with the Orianna. They're just killing everybody on AOT. It's 4, potentially 5, and it's 5 for just 1. Wow.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Yeah, fast and
deadly.
Devastating, right? You never ever want to lose 5 in a team fight, right? It's contesting something and losing out on it sucks. But if you walk away giving 2 kills up, even 3 kills up, whatever, it's fine sometimes. 5 sucks, right? It's tough.
And they just got caught in the wombo. Like, they sat on top of each other. The Janna tornadoed Malphite after he ulted, so it didn't interrupt, I don't think, anything from Diana. And Aya wasn't able to ult. Belth wasn't able to ult. And
not even just that, but they flashed away after the Malphite ulti caught them too. So I think they had the flashes up. They were at least Belth, right? Like, was trying to flash it probably, right? And was ready for it. It just, the execution wasn't there. I don't know if the fight goes different. I'm going to be honest. It kind of looks like they're pretty far ahead anyway for that fight. Like, Shadow House Horsemen is. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, just a really super clean, well executed fight. Developmental actually going the Magi's. Second item here, 11 stacks.
We know how you feel about those. Aya going in onto Kaidu. He's going to pop the Yone ult, whiffs on Kaidu, who goes just a little sideways with the E. And maybe they both get away. A beautiful cleanse for the slow.
That actually very necessary there.
Yeah. That's the... I don't know if it's quite Captain Jack when it's for a slow and not a stun. But you know what?
Yeah. That's funny. You don't see a lot of cleanses for slows and a lot of useful cleanses for slows, right?
Absolutely necessary.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I think if you're Attack on Titan here, you're just looking for any picks that you can, just like they tried to get top. They got some flashes, and try to avoid the 5v5.
Any picks that you can get with Ashol, with Sejuani Ultimate, they do have a decent team for picks, right? With Yone and stuff. A good team for picks.
Yeah,
really good.
I mean, Ash, SIH, Yone, like they can get a pick.
So they'll find them. The problem is the countering gauge is so big for Shadow Owls here. Like, even if you hit an arrow on Invisa, you don't kill him fast enough, right? That if Malphite is near, if Lulu's near, like they can turn it really easily, right? So I think it's very important that they take count of who's where on the map, who can show up, can you still win it if this person shows up from out of nowhere? And of course that's hard to do, right? As they start Baron here on the side of Shadow Owls Horsemen, it's hard to get enough vision to kind of know what's going on, to know where people are because you're so behind.
And this is kind of what we talked about with the no TPs. Malphite going in, forcing the flash off of Aya. We'll see if they try to fight, but they do not have Victor. It looks like this Baron's just going to go down. Shadow Isles could look for a fight here. They pop the Janna ult. Sejuani starts going in onto developmental, and they're just going to get out.
This game is incredibly accelerated, by the way.
Super
21-minute
clean
Baron.
from Horsemen.
Yeah, very clean, and just a 21-minute Baron. Like, this game's going by so fast.
Yeah.
The Invis on the Diana had his first item so quick.
Oh, no. An Asher whiff from Belth.
Just so much
Oh,
CS.
no. Pops the
God.
lifeline with the Kate ult. But yeah, I think not having any teleports it's super hard now to play when this Horseman squad is just as 5 grabbing objectives.
I mean, let's be honest though. You know, when you're this far behind, you're not contesting anything. You should just kind of be catching waves.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, it doesn't really matter that they don't have TPs because they should just be sitting in their lanes anyway. You know.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where like Tina's farming bot, and they're like, okay, well, just do Baron at 21 minutes, and there's.
Do you think if
nothing
Tina's
to do.
there, they're able to, fight that? Not really. It doesn't really make that big of a difference.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. It's like it's nice when you can contest stuff. It's nice when you can, the thing that teleport would do for them in this game is kind of like catch the numbers off, right? Like if for whatever reason they take a 4v4 somewhere, and Tina could TP in and make it a 5v4, maybe then, but it's just you're very behind at this point, right? 7K gold, 23 minutes,
Yep.
like
Exactly
that's pretty
7K on the money. We've got 10.3K in Invis's pockets compared to 6K in Kaylee Cola's. It's
it's almost entirely in the mid and jungle, right?
Yes.
It's 4K.
Belth is still up on Kate by 1K.
It's like 3K, 3.5K, right?
Yeah,
like
the bot lane's
mid,
up
pretty
for AOT.
and
So it's
even
top actually by 100 gold. So it's literally just mid and jungle.
Mm-hmm. And that's where they focus their efforts, right? Dove Victor 2 times, an early gank there too. So it's
And now it's Soul Point for Mountain Soul. Yep, Mountain Soul. We'll see if
it's such a fast game. We're Mountain Soul
We're 24 minutes in.
Baron 21 minutes.
There's a big ult onto 2 from D-Wits. No follow-up. This could be okay if it means Malphite ult is down. Aya's going to go in on the Diana, just doing a little bit of damage. Sejuani ult coming out. It's a little bit disjointed, though. No damage is really being layered. Kaylee Cola is about to die. Janna ult being popped. Aya going back in just for a little knock-up, saying, please get off my team.
Man, look at how hard they have to work for their damage there, right? Just because they're so behind. And they're about to get Mountain Soul. It's going to be even tougher, right, to get any damage.
Yeah, this Malphite can just ult into a team of 5 with no team around him and just walk away.
Yeah. Not even just that, like the Diana, the strongest member right now for SIH, is also just building generally tanky anyway. So
the good Sunfire.
Yeah, you couldn't cut through her before, and now with Mountain Soul, it's going to be even more difficult.
Yeah, now it's a question of can the Shadow Isle Horsemen close out the game as cleanly as they've played it up till now?
I love this. I love when teams play like this, respecting it, right? Respecting the tempo of the game. They could probably get away with continuing to push, but they don't have to.
Yeah,
right?
they could try to force fights for sure. Like they have all their big team fight ultimates. They could go for it for sure.
Yeah, you don't have to, right? You're totally fine. The game's fine. Farming good.
You got your soul. Baron's coming up in 2 minutes. 5 minutes after that. Well, 5 minutes after now. Elder comes up. Aya potentially getting caught out. Kaidu's just going to try to run him down. Not doing too much for now, but Daddy Invisa is here. Is he even going to pop ult? Maybe not. Polymorph comes out. And they just mow him down like an animal.
Wow. Jesus, man.
I mean, that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
I tell it like it is,
Yeah. It's just so tough. I mean, and
like when you're Yone and you're against Caitlyn Lulu and they can kill you without popping Lulu ult.
Well, let's be honest too. Like he didn't get any damage off either, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just so hard with these champions. Number one, like Orianna, Caitlyn, safe, and then Malphite, Diana, very tanky. but they also have soul, right? They're head and they have soul. Like it's like everything is against you here, you know?
Yep.
Like everything is against you.
And then Orianna in the mid lane, 249 CS at almost 27 minutes. We'll see if she can get to that 10 CS per minute, and very close to pulling off the Flame Horizon on her on his lane opponent. Same with Invisa, actually. We might see the double Flame Horizon here.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, that's super tough. We might see the Flame Horizon in the support role as well as
I don't know about that one.
Janna's almost at 14 CS while Lulu's at 4. So
oh, is that how it works in the support?
Yeah, for sure. Because it's like
I was gonna say if Janna gets a triple-digit CS, that would be insane.
Yeah, maybe they could win if that happens. Right. I don't know.
Developmental versus Tina in the bot lane. There's the big Ori ult. She just taking 0 damage, literally 0 damage.
That's a Victor, by the way. Right, that's the champion that like you're like, how does he like? This guy was
level 12 against. Oh my god, a beautiful Zanya's dodges the Ash arrow. Yeah, level 12 Ash versus level 17 Orianna.
I see the numbers coming up when they hit them with abilities, but I don't see the health bar getting smaller.
Yeah,
is that on my end?
No, that's the game, baby.
Wait,
they are now 10k gold up, 28 minutes into the game. The second Baron is down. They're just running through these objectives like clockwork. Absolutely putting on a clinic this game.
Yeah, for
sure. Like, look at these score lines. 0-2 for Malphite, 6-0, 4-0, 3-0, 0-2. Like,
and you gotta think too about, like, you know, how these teams are coming into this game, right? AOT, again, not really getting the results they were looking for, having 2 rough games to start the season, and then, you know, just another one here. SIH, want to know, hasn't actually played their week 2 game, but you know, the week 2 opponents watching this, how do you think they feel? How do you think they feel about, you know, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Can you try to put yourself in their mind and just kind of see how, like, is this scary? Would you be scared?
No. I think anyone planning to go up against SIH on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Can feel confident in Belth whiffing another Ash arrow.
Yeah, tune in, guys.
Ooh, Aya flashing forward, getting a almost 3-man stun, but Kaidu flashing out of it. Nothing's happening. There's just no damage. Meanwhile, Orianna's just absolutely destroying their bot base. Just takes the tower, potentially taking the inhib. Top tower goes down. Invisa flashing forward, popping the ult, does not get anybody.
I can't verbalize how rough this game feels.
1 minute on Elder Drake. You think they pull back and they go for it?
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so. They've got the Oriole, but aside from that, and speaking of the Oriole, there goes on 1-on-2. It does not take out anybody. Maybe AOT can stay in this game just a few minutes longer, but they've got 3 waves of super minions just coming into their base, and they do no damage to those minions. I think the Shadow Isle Horsemen could leave the base right now, and they would still win the game.
Yeah.
An absolute monstrosity of a game from the Shadow Isle Horsemen, making sure that they win super clean in 30 minutes. That was a super clean game of League of Legends.
Yeah, it was super clean. They got the advantages where they were looking for them, and they didn't ever really let go of it, right? They gave up a few kills bot. They gave up, 2 kills in the Malphite, but at no point in that game was AOT able to, like, claw back anything.
Oh yeah, no, it was as soon it felt doable up until that fight where they just died S5, and after that it's just completely over.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And Flame Horizon scores. Diana did Flame Horizon Sejuani, and Orianna did Flame Horizon Victor. 299 CS, so 1 away from that 10 CS per. But maybe next time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's incredible. Yeah, that's really good.
Amazing showing by the Shadow Isle Horsemen.
So MVP.
I mean, Invisa, clearly.
Yeah, pretty much Invisa and Developmental both here. Mm-hmm. Kind of. That's where they played the game around, right? They definitely played it around getting strong in those parts of the map and translating that into being able to do whatever they wanted. And those early dragons helped a lot too, because they were able to get the early soul and just, maybe if they hadn't gotten the early soul, like AOT might have been able to find kills somewhere. But as soon as they have that soul, like, no, there's no way.
That's a scary, scary game. AOT potentially back to the drawing board for the Aya top switch or not. Shadow Isle Horsemen saying we are definitely here to make a case for ourselves as being the best team on the roster. Yeah. GG.
For sure. God damn, bro.